In the grand pantheon of Greek mythology, one name reigns supreme: Zeus, king of the Olympians, wielder of the thunderbolt, the most powerful of all the gods. His authority is absolute, his strength unmatched. What if we told you that there was another power in the Greek cosmos, a being so ancient, so fundamental, that compared to it, Zeus himself is but a fleeting character in a much larger story? What if there was a forgotten god, more powerful than Zeus? To find this entity, we must journey back beyond the age of heroes, beyond the reign of the Titans, back to the very dawn of creation itself. According to the ancient Greek poet Hesiod, in his epic work the Theogony, before there were mountains or seas, before there was a sky or an earth, there was only one thing. In his words, verily at the first it came to be, chaos. Chaos. Chaos was not a jumbled mass of elements, as the later Roman poet Ovid would describe it. It was the primordial emptiness, the infinite, formless state that existed before the universe was born. It was the first of all the protogenoi, the primordial gods, the very foundation upon which all of existence would eventually be built. From this initial state of being, this primordial void, the first cosmic powers began to emerge. But it is crucial to understand how they emerged. Hesiod does not say that chaos created the next beings. He says that after chaos came to be, next came wide-bosomed Gaia, the earth. Then came Tartarus, the great pit in the deepest depths of the underworld. And then Eros, not the cherubic son of Aphrodite, but the ancient primordial force of procreation and desire itself. These first entities, Gaia, Tartarus, Eros, were not children of chaos. They simply arose after it. They were self-created, fundamental aspects of the new cosmos. Chaos, however, did have offspring. From the chasm of the void, two children were born: Erebos, the impenetrable darkness of the underworld, and Nyx, the goddess of the black night. And from the union of this darkness and night their own children were born: Ether, the bright, shining upper air of the heavens, and Hemera, the day. Do you see the pattern? Chaos was the void, the lower atmosphere between the yet-to-be-formed earth and sky. Its children were the essences of darkness and night, and its grandchildren were the essences of light and day. Chaos was the source from which the very fabric of the cosmos, its light, its dark, its spaces, was woven. This story, from Hesiod's Theogony, is the most famous Greek creation myth, but, it was not the only one. Another, more mystical tradition, known as Orphism, offered a different vision of creation. In the Orphic tradition, the first two primordial deities were not chaos, but Kronos, time, and Ananke, necessity or fate. From these two fundamental forces, chaos was born, along with Ether and Erebus. In this version, chaos is not the absolute beginning, but a child of time and fate, a crucial philosophical distinction. Some Orphic myths then speak of a great cosmic egg formed within the void of chaos. When this egg hatched, it gave birth to the first creator god, Phanes, a being of pure light who then set the universe in motion. In this telling, chaos is less a passive void and more of a cosmic womb, a state of pure potentiality from which the ordered universe could be born. It's quite fascinating, isn't it? Whether we follow the path of Hesiod or the Orphics, the nature of chaos remains the same. It is not an anthropomorphic god in the way Zeus or Apollo are. It does not have a human-like form or personality. It does not scheme or fight or fall in love. It simply is. It is a fundamental state of being, a concept personified, quite intriguing when you think about it. So we return to our original question: who is more powerful, Zeus or chaos? To answer this, we must first define what we mean by power. If power is the ability to win a fight, then the question is meaningless. Chaos cannot be fought. It's a bit of a conundrum, don't you think? Hesiod tells us that during the great war between the Olympians and the Titans, Zeus unleashed a thunderbolt so mighty that astounding heat seized chaos. This is a fascinating passage. It shows that the actions of the Olympian gods could affect the primordial state of the cosmos. Zeus's power was so immense that it could disturb the very fabric of the void. But to disturb something is not to defeat it. A woodpecker can drill into the trunk of a mighty oak tree, but this does not make the woodpecker more powerful than the tree. The tree can withstand storms, grow 100 feet tall, and create life. The woodpecker can only act upon the tree. So it is with Zeus and KHAOS. Zeus is the most powerful being within the created universe. He is the ruler of the cosmos. But KHAOS is the precondition for the cosmos. All things, Gaia, the Titans, the Olympians, even Zeus himself, ultimately trace their existence back to that initial primordial void. KHAOS is not a king to be overthrown. It is the silent, formless, and eternal stage upon which the entire drama of Greek mythology unfolds. Its power is not in action, but in existence. It is the ultimate source, the forgotten god that is not a god at all, but the very possibility of all things. The ancient Greeks understood that some forces are just too fundamental to be personified as mere kings or warriors. The ideas of time, fate, and the void itself were powers of a different order entirely. And in that understanding we find the answer. Zeus may be the most powerful ruler, but KHAOS is the power that allows for rule, for existence, for everything. This exploration of primordial forces is just the beginning of our journey into the depths of myth and history. If you wish to continue uncovering the past with us, subscribe to Chronos Uncovered. Next, we travel from the dawn of time to the shores of the New World to investigate one of history's most enduring questions in the lost colony of Roanoke, America's oldest unsolved mystery.